you gotta cook tomorrow, stupid.
I cook every day, stupid. What's next? What else you got, dude? You got anything, dude?
You work and support me.
I will on Monday.
Thank you.
And fuck you. What's next?
I need a new radio. Could you please go to work and pay me my radio?
Well, I'll go to work. What you do with the money you collect is what you do with the money. I have no control over that. What's next, asshole?
Does your daughter use condoms?
I wouldn't know. I don't think she's, like, involved in that, like, aspect of human relationship, because she's only 9. What's next?
Gotta teach her.
Teach her what? That scumbags like you are fucking criminals?
Yeah, she reached puberty yet. Could you let me know?
For what? So you could stop jerking off and come out behind the mic and try to make a date with a female?
Is your daughter a real female?
Last time I checked, she was. But wouldn't you know that already? I mean, you seem to know everything. Or claim to know everything, right? So why would you even ask that question?
She'll probably get knocked up at 11.
You're just condemning yourself. It just shows you improving and like affirming how fucking stupid you really are.
She'll get knocked up at 11.
This is entry I can at 31 or 7 or whatever it is. I can't really see the clock. Can you ID?
Well, she's 10 years old. 1 more year.
Can you ID?
Yeah, I got ID.
Yeah, can you ID? Can you put out your call sign on the frequency?
Why would I want to need that for?
Why would you want to need that for? That's kind of weird. I mean, either you have a call sign and you can ID your radio station or not.
You've got a bullshit call sign.
Yeah, my call sign's my call sign, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Can you ID your radio station?
I don't have to.
Actually, you do. Every 10 minutes you do. Can you ID your radio station?
Well, buy me a call sign like you bought me my radio, stupid.
No, I'm not going to buy you a call sign. I can only buy you a radio as I pay your way through life, but I cannot buy you a call sign. That's a test you have to take, and, you know, you're assigned that from the FCC. Do you have one or not?
What is it to you anyway?
Because you're required to produce and identify your station every 10 minutes, and it's been 10 minutes, and it's time for you to ID. Can you do that or not?
Oh, that's the rules and regulations.
Can you ID your transmitter or not?
I'll miss the rules and regulations.
No, don't sit there and like blah, blah, blah. Can you identify your transmitter or not?
I'll identify if I want to.
That means you cannot, so you're operating illegally. And that means you need to go away.
You're doing a lot of illegal things too.
What? Because I'm calling you a fucking jerk-off? I mean, if you don't like the fact that I'm using vulgarity and calling you a fucking jerk-off, that is completely different than not being able to identify my transmitter, as I've already done. Now, can you identify your transmitter, you fucking jerk-off?
Who do you think you are, asshole?
I am the guy you're pounding the shit out of, and I'm asking you to identify your transmitter.
I don't want to pound the shit out of you. You want to pound the shit out of your payroll?
You are pounding the shit out of my payroll, because every time I get a check, I gotta fucking put a certain amount into your goddamn bank account so you can go buy fucking condoms or panties or radios or whatever it is you do with your goddamn money, is you're like wheel yourself around your stupid little freaking mobile home.
You're a piece of shit. You're a drunk.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit and a drunk, and you're a sawed-off fuck stuck in a wheelchair in a goddamn tin can mobile home. Can you ID your transmitter or not?
And I got a better life than you.
I know. It's a wonderful life that you have, sitting here calling people names and talking about their fucking 9-year-old daughters and all this other bullshit. Can you identify your transmitter?
I thought she was 10.
Can you identify your transmitter?
I see you already.
You can't even identify your transmitter. You're such a freaking lowlife that you are so afraid to identify yourself that somebody will actually come to your house and kill you when you should do that on your own.
Get those welfare balls out, Mike.
My call sign's been out here every 10 minutes on the 10 minutes, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I'm not full of shit. In fact, just after I ID'd, I asked for yours. So identify your transmitter or fucking shut up and go away.
You don't even know how to write because you don't have a license.
I already ID'd, asshole.
Yeah, with whose call sign?
With my call sign, asshole.
You're full of shit, but
ID or go away.
You ain't going nowhere.
ID or go away.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, my dick. ID or go away, you stupid piece of shit. Fuck.
Fuck you, blah.
Fuck you, you piece of shit. ID or go away.
Blah, 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 blah.
ID or go away. Listen to him. Are you in front of a mirror drooling all over yourself?
Did your wife fuck other people?
I don't know.
Hands on a microphone, the other one whipping up a patch of baby batter for him to suck now.
How would I know?
Anyone else knows?
How would I know, dude?
Oh, Quakertown knows.
If you were married and you had a wife and you were at work, how would you know if she was doing somebody else?
Are you open your eyes, buddy?
Because you don't have a wife and you don't work, and so, you wouldn't know.
I'll be smoking 20 or 9-year-olds.
I have no idea. I'm at work.
It's a 10-year-old.
I have no idea. I have work.
Right, you're too busy supporting me.
Well, secondarily, I'm supporting degenerates like you, but primarily, I'm supporting my family.
And me too. I'm part of the family.
I know, but you're really not, dude. See, you're enrolled in what's called an entitlement program, and I have no control over how much money is, doled out into the entitlement programs.
Just enough for them to live in squalor and go no further.
But they love it.
No, man, look at this. Look at what I got with my $20. Look at what I got with my $20.
Yeah, they wheel themselves around in their little tin can mobile homes and shit in diapers and piss in fucking bags.
Well, you're a 9-year-old.
And then they get on the radio and talk shit to me, and they can't even identify their freaking radio station. And we're coming 43. I
Don't be giving out no balls.
I know they don't have no balls. They don't even have a dick to piss with. They got a fucking catheter, and they fill it back.
A lump of shit.
No, you are the lump of shit. And that's what I rate you. You come out and listen to us talking about how nice it is to have a family and blah, 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 and you can't do that. You don't have that. You never had that. And you should just swallow the barrel of your favorite gun and blow your freaking, I would say brains out, but you don't have any, so the top of your head off.
You get your Florida involved with child porn.
Whatever you say, dude. I'm in full agreement with you. I understand how difficult it is for you. I mean, I know your life sucks horribly. And I know even that you did have a tiny dick and you no longer have that, and no catheter could ever replace it, although the catheter's probably bigger than your dick was. And, I'm sorry for you, and I'm sorry you have to wear a diaper and crap yourself. And I apologize for the fact that the battery in your wheelchair doesn't last long enough for you to get back and forth from the bathroom to the TV and all that shit. And, and I'm sorry that the pornography that you buy really sucks because the pictures of the porn that you're buying doesn't match up to the video that's on your TV. And I'm sorry for all that shit, dude. But you know what, dude? All that shit is beyond my control, dude. I'm even sorry that they're taking money out of my check to support such a degenerate like you. It should be like, there should be a checklist where I say, okay, this guy should get green beans and corn and stuff like that instead of radios and porn and whatnot. But, the bottom line, dude, is, listen, you should just really think about going and getting your favorite gun, swallowing the barrel, and pulling the trigger. Because there's nothing left for you.
Welfare degenerate.
I mean, dude, seriously, dude, you know, you can try to talk and blah, 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 and diss my daughter and whatever. I mean, the bottom line, dude, is, I mean, you're like really fucking depressed, and you're really sick, and you're really tired, and, you know, it doesn't matter, like, how many of our paychecks go towards you, the money is always going to be the same. Your dick is always going to be missing, and you're always going to have a tube into your bladder, draining your shit into a bag, and you're always going to have a diaper on, and your batteries in your wheelchair are never going to be counted on, and they will always fall short at the last goddamn minute as you're trying to roll yourself from the freaking TV, the porn you're watching, into the bathroom so you don't, like, sperm yourself in the living room so that the visiting nurse doesn't have to clean your shit up again. They are always going to let you down, and that's the bottom line. So why don't you just off yourself now? Why don't you?
I smell your daughter's pussy.
Why don't you just off yourself now? I mean, your life is so poor, so bad, so sad, that your visiting nurse has to clean your freaking spermiciums up off of your freaking pajamas. Because the battery in your wheelchair fails to get you from whatever room it is you watch that shit into the bathroom.
Why don't you go fill your daughter up?
Why don't you just off yourself, dude? Why don't you stick the barrel in your mouth and pull the trigger?
Why don't you go fill your daughter up?
Why are we back and forth with this, dude? Why don't you off yourself?
What's the originality?
I mean, seriously, dude, why don't you just fucking call it like you're done? I mean, how much torment do you really have to put up with? How much of this bullshit, this short-change battery, and like, I mean, how much do you really have to deal with?
What makes you think I'm in a wheelchair?
Because obviously, if you weren't, you wouldn't be doing this on the radio. You'd be like at a bench soldering and building a project, or you'd be at work, or you'd be in bed because of a hard day's work, or you'd be in the kitchen preparing a meal, or you'd be doing something other than being a pedophile on ham radio.
He would take it into the local bar room. You better watch for your little girls. He'd be in the local bar talking like that and getting his fucking ass kicked. No, that's how he got in the wheelchair.
No, the bars are closed, dude, so, you know, clearly you're stuck in a wheelchair because there's nobody in their right mind like being a pedophile on ham radio at 3:45 in the morning, dude. So, I mean, you are trapped in a freaking wheelchair, and that sucks for you. And I don't care how you got there. And I'm sorry you got there. You should have been dead. But now that you're alive and you're stuck in a wheelchair and you're crippled and maimed and pissing yourself and shitting yourself and collecting money and buying ham radio just so that you can curse people out and be a pedophile. And I hope you weren't a pedophile before your accident. I really don't. I mean, I really hope they screen these fucking people that they give, like, this entitlement money to. But whatever. I mean, you should just die, dude. You should, like, jump in the tub with a hairdryer or toaster or swallow the barrel of your favorite gun. I mean, whatever. Just do it, dude. Just put an end to your misery. Seriously. Because you're nothing, I mean, you're so pent up and fucked up. I mean, listen to yourself, dude. You're out here on ham radio, SWL, talking about, you know, doing, like, degenerate, perverted, freaking pedophile shit to a 9-year-old daughter. Or girl. I mean, how fucked up is that?
I never get my hands on your kids.
Yeah, now listen to what you just said, dude. That is enough of a threat for me to call the Homeland fucking Security and have you fucking, like, put in Guantanamo for the rest of your life. But rather than that, I would love to know who you are and kill you myself so you wouldn't have to go to Guantanamo and be fucked in the ass by wild dogs.
I remember an old expression called those are fighting words where it's justified. You said your daughter.
See, I mean, the shit you talk, dude, is like over